Hey, cat. Hey. Hey, I'm back. Welcome to Encased, a sci-fi post-apocalyptic RPG. What more do you really need to know? You got some guys standing around, you got some guys in power armor. I don't know what that guy's doing, but you got some guy in the back there who's probably the villain because of his mustache. You can kind of see him. Oh man, it'd be nice if you can see my mouse right now, but yeah. Anyways, bam. Let's play on like just journey, you know, medium difficulty, doing some stuff.
1971.
Let's listen.
We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the Cronus Megacorporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spires station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
So yeah, now you got the gist of it. Now we're gonna make my character. And a character. So let's see. Let's start with the wing. Which wing am I in? Black Wing. Use the most powerful weapons and advanced military equipment. The employees of Black Wing protect humanity from the myriad hazards of the Dome. Black Wing's command is made up of the best officers from the most highly trained armies in the world who coordinate their subordinates to provide maximum security for everyone from every wing under the Dome. So I'm military. I don't even want to like read all that anymore. Orange Wing, you're basically a prisoner, I believe. White Wing, research. Blue Wing, it's like structure. Maybe I should be reading these. Yeah, it's kind of been a while since I played this. Sus? Don't even. Every base built and every system. Managers. Skill points per level? Bro. If I want to be a fucking brainiac? Yes, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of points. I'm gonna be a dude. I'm gonna be like... Maybe old? Maybe 60? No. Be like 25 or some shit. As much as I like that picture. Oh, body type. Fucking duh. Duh! Like, I was like, what? He looks real, like, Silverwing potential, right? Totally. Man. Caucasian. Give her the beard. The beard is truly god-awful. Okay, we'll start at 1. This hair screams Silverwing. Hair color, I like black hair. Features, all terrible. You want something then. Guess I'll do this. My name? Should I just be unoriginal and be like, I'm Raquel? Oh, it's all gonna be caps. Okay. Charisma, skill points per levels. Let me go into psionics. Do a psychic build. Psionics and stealth? I do like that combination. I might stick with that kind of combination. I don't really remember what you need to like min-max, but 1 deafness. It's stuck like that. Okay, good. I was like, no. I'm just kind of like. Brains. Affects action points, maximum saved action points, skill points per level. Obviously, skill points per level is my jam. I love just getting that going. Psych. Yeah. Affects action points, critical. Attractions, piloting, criminal. What's charisma? Affects inspiration, authority, influence, and medicine. All gross. Health, I'm gonna need health. Perception. High-tech weapons. It's probably something I need. And there we go. No charisma. He's Silverwing. No one likes him. He's a fucking huge turd. Keep that up. Well, this does movement speed, which is actually something I'm probably gonna want. Detection time. My chance. No, I think that's fine. It's whatever. Oh right, what am I good at? Psionics, obviously. Look at that. Start off with 50. Okay, I can learn. Okay. Light weapons, heavy weapons. Stick with that. Science, obviously. And probably tech. There's a toaster or teleporting. Medicine, piloting. Survival. Gross. What am I ever gonna survive? I'll do tech, to be honest. Manufacturing and repairing weapons. Create and repair mechanical equipment. Throw a wrench and stun the target for 2 rounds. Pretty funny. It breaks your weapon. Unfortunate. Fatigue plus 100. Restores 70% of maximum health. That's for robots though. I don't know. Let's not dive into that one real quick. Actually, we might do medicine and get some like actual like first aid for myself. Stop smoking gives protection from it for 1 round. That'd probably be good, honestly. Survival 25. Urgh! Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to fucking really take advantage of that. Piloting lets me drive cars. Or servo shells reduced to that. Ability to run over a living creature on the road without inflicting fatal damage to yourself or the vehicle. I mean, psionics is gonna be like my jam. Science, obviously. There's not really much I can do. Mortars, grenade launchers, heavy weapons, flamethrowers, large cap, muscle, and perception. Doesn't deal damage. Just vision. Pistol shotguns to machine guns. Garbage. You might as well stick with high tech. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the science guy. I might as well do full science things. Gun fanatic? No, get out of here. Damn, high tech. Heavy weapons, light weapons, plus 40, but. Incoming crit damage plus. Gives me a big boost to a lot of my like stuff, you know. I'm gonna check something real quick. That's not the side I want. Can you? There we go. I like two different like audio for my headsets. It's weird. I had it for chat when it should be set to game. I'm not going to explain further. You'll just have to figure that out on your own if you're curious. Generation, resilience, vampire, when killing an enemy, stun for next. Wow. That sounds not great. Redneck, hell yeah. Guts and perks rate +1. I do like perks. Perks, that might be it. Cannot wear pants and jackets, but you get scores +13. Dark Lord, ability, Thrill Seeker, Bossy, Tuition, Precision, save AP, minus 100%. No, fuck that. Fuck you. Starting AP. Stop. 4 brains, learn ability, slacker, skill points. Perk points +2 at the start of the game, skill points -3 when leveling up. Okay. I'm doing redneck. And this perks rate going up is bad. Number of levels to get new. Oh, I think that's bad then, actually. Instead of like every 4 levels you get a perk, it's every 5. But you get like 4 guts. I hate like all of them. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. These all suck. Might be doing this one. Yeah. We'll do Penitent 1. You and your friends survived many troubles, but some were not so lucky. Now you are torn apart by a colossal feeling of guilt over the death of your comrades, and it seems to you that the dome itself has been saturated with it. Incoming crit damage plus 0.5, which is huge. But light weapons, heavy weapons, all this shit goes up by 10. Can I do more than one? No. Okay. All in all, I think my charisma gets a 2. 80 psionics though, which is nice. What's my stealth at though? Whatever. Station with Silverwing because I'm in it. You get like automatic. We'll talk to Tomoko.
The thin, pale young woman is sitting at the window, leaning against the
Get a lot of stuff.
The glass is slightly fogged with her breath. She turns to you. Her shiny badge reads Tomoko Kimura, physiologist.
We've crossed the border. No way back now. Even traveling by the funicular wasn't so thrilling.
The white presses small hands to her blushing cheeks.
You were thinking, why have no children been born under the dome? I've got a working hypothesis, but I'm not ready to share it yet.
She says softly, as if answering a question you didn't ask.
Ask Kimura if she sees the dark stain on the outer surface of the dome.
Kimura peers through the glass in the direction you indicate.
Oh, that's the aircraft that crashed into the dome during the first expedition. I believe that's a wing fragment, and there's some white canvas. What do you think that is? Maybe a parachute?
The white shakes her head, bewildered.
I just can't believe it. It's all true. We're on our way to meet the future.
Ask what you meant by we've crossed the border.
Kimura shoots you a surprised look.
You're familiar with the details of the briefing, right? To put it simply, the dome is a selectively permeable environment.
The white draws an invisible hemisphere in the air.
Inorganic objects may exit the dome without difficulty, but any living creature dies if transported back to the outside world. That's why we're all stuck here for an indefinite period of time.
Propose a hypothesis. The lack of fertility in women under the dome is related to field activity.
Kimura listens without interrupting, as if considering your every word.
It's quite possible. I would like to set up an experiment to test this in practice.
She cuts off, abruptly. You exchange glances with the rapidly blushing Kimura.
Not in that sense. I mean, yes, in that sense, but it is science, you know? It's quite serious.
Offer to help test her hypothesis before it's too late.
She blushes even more.
No thanks.
Fuck you. Hey
The
Monty.
guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
Never heard of him.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. And your CV, wonderful. Inspiring, really. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages.
Monty winks.
Ask him what he saw in your file.
Monty makes a ring with his thumb and forefinger.
You were number 63,784 on the waiting list, but you were lucky enough to get into the dome after only 16 months. Besides that, zero, nada, absolutely nothing. You're a dark horse for both the Foundation and myself. How exactly did you end up in this wing?
Tell him you're no stranger to the corporate spirit and want to be part of the most important company in the
The
world.
silver nods eagerly.
Important indeed, and by a wide margin. The entire board of directors has been on the Forbes list for a long time. Maybe you and I will be there too one day.
An uncomfortable silence rises between you,
Tell
and
me about
Monty
it.
abruptly changes the subject. He taps the narrow illuminator panel with one finger.
Look, there's a storm rising. The lightning is strange. Green. Should lightning be green? This is my first sandstorm.
Say that since you're a silver, you would like to review the other employees' files.
James spreads his arms regretfully.
You misunderstood. I don't carry the physical copies with me, but I did get a chance to familiarize myself with them.
Ask him.
Wait.
Ask him about the White Wing employee.
Monty presses his plump hands to his
Try to bang,
chest.
you understand?
as if in prayer.
Tomoko Kimura from Osaka, a physiologist. She's young, but already has a PhD.
James moves so close, his lips are all but brushing your ear.
Just
Gross.
between you, me, and that lamppost, Kimura has an older sister, Ayaki. She's currently in jail, and Tamako herself spent 2 years in prison, but that is strictly classified.
Ask him about the Blue Wing
The
employee.
Silver smiles and pats the Blue on the shoulder.
That's that guy up there.
As the man turns to him, Monty raises his fist in some kind of a weird salute.
Gagarin, Sputnik, Cosmos, Mir, Druzhba, Krasen, SSSR.
He says in Russian. The Blue's mustache twitches and his face wrinkles with a beaming smile.
Comrade Patanin is from the Soviet Union. He's a highly qualified construction engineer. Took part in planning the Spire. He's no spy. Supposedly.
Monty
Ah.
explains, turning to you.
Ask him about the Black Wing employee.
Elsa Olofsson, police captain, City of Stockholm. Former captain, to be precise. Dismissed from service because of a conflicting article. Yeah, conflicting. Let's call it that.
The Silver says in hushed tones. The Black gives him an unpleasant look, but says nothing.
Ask him about the Orange Wing employee.
This is,
Monty adjusts his glasses and peers closely at the Orange's badge.
Quentin Bisley. Grand Theft Auto 3 times and 1 B&E. He was about to go down for 12 years, so he filed for the Clean Slate program. And look at that. They accepted him right away.
The Silver shakes his head in disapproval and perplexity.
Ask him about Monty himself.
Sorry, classified.
Monty laughs. He's plainly flattered by your question.
Harvard. Then I worked in the economics department at Supercolor. They produced a special television model for commuter buses. Did you know that? That was my research.
Wow.
What else? Well, I like sports. Water aerobics is a sport, isn't it? I don't smoke and never eat after 6 p.m.
Weird.
Just saying, these kinds of things aren't in the file.
So saying, Monty abruptly falls silent.
Good talking to you, man. Hey, Quentin!
The Orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit. The shiny badge on his chest reads, Quentin Bisley, laborer. He's side-eyeing the screen skeptically. Despite his tired, grim expression, his gaze is open and friendly. However, the general impression is unmistakable. There's something frightening about Bisley.
Ask him how he ended up in prison.
The Orange's face stretches into a broad smile, baring his dentures to the world.
Like everyone, duh. In a black car, under guard. There's other guys too, the ones who go through the front door.
He nods at the black-winged woman beside him. Her nose wrinkles in displeasure, but she says nothing.
Ask him about the bracelets on his wrists.
Quentin raises his hands to examine the devices.
They call them humane handcuffs. How about that? Truth is, there ain't nothing humane about them. They zap you real hard the moment you get your hands on a gun. But they sure look nice.
Bisley lowers his hands again and smirks.
Elsa!
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished to a shine badge on her black overalls reads, Elsa Olofsson, Security Service. She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the Orange.
Ask her what's so dangerous about this orange.
Olofsson eyes your silvery jumpsuit and snorts.
Really? I thought you'd be the one to tell me about it. After all, your department has access to all the orders and personal files.
I've read none of them.
Her gaze shifts to the Silver standing opposite and then back to you before she turns indignantly to the window.
Say there's no need to keep the orange handcuffed.
Elsa's eyes spark angrily.
Are you saying you will take full responsibility for the possible consequences of that order? Was that a nod? Does that mean yes?
That's what nods mean.
Olofsson turns to the Orange, produces a key, and unlocks his cuffs in a smooth, well-practiced motion.
You and me, Quentin.
Bisley is bopping his head from side to side as
Gonna
if
take
in
over
time
this
with
world.
a melody only he can hear.
What?
He asks, continuing to shake his head.
Nothing. Okay, so thank you, bitch. Handcuff him.
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds. His badge reads Igor Patan, planner. The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems like he doesn't speak English.
Talk to him.
Using sign language, mimicry, and all of your artistic talent, you're able to communicate with the planner.
I didn't know I had any influence.
Once he's sure you're watching, Patanin points up in the direction of Spire Station, from which you departed a few minutes ago. He sketches the outline of the station on a broad, foggy section of glass. Once he's finished, the blue turns to you with a delighted expression.
Ask about the
The
dimensions.
blue begins to mark up his diagram with a series of footnotes and numbers. Turns out the station's ring diameter is a bit more than 1,500 meters. Its height above the dome is 317 meters. And the total height of the spire, including the loading docks, is nearly 720 meters.
Ask him how the station
With
functions.
a series of confident strokes, the planner delineates the capsule's movement scheme, drivetrain, and massive hydraulic brakes on the glass.
Purpose?
This time, Igor is quite laconic. He pauses, then confidently writes
Wow.
cargo and personnel in block letters, and draws an arrow pointing downward.
Of course.
Beside it, he writes relics and draws an arrow pointing up. His R is turned back to front.
Thank you.
The engineer stops you with a gesture, and after rummaging through his pockets, offers you a small candy. There is a picture of a crayfish on the white wrapper. Is this candy crayfish flavored?
Thank you. I'll put it in my
It's
mouth.
surprisingly spongy and tooth-achingly sweet. You can only wonder what it has to do with crayfish.
+3 to initiative. Baller.
It's astonishing. Just
Alright, let's look through here.
Stopping by the door's porthole, you watch as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. It almost seems like the clouds are pulling apart there. You can discern the regular pattern of a settlement in the mists, hanging over the northern section. If this is the city, it's nowhere near as miraculous as the brochure. Just a few concrete buildings surrounded by sheds. It resembles the hab pods of a space colony in a sci-fi film. Yet, the scale is impressive. In only 5 years, a small civilization has arisen from these bleak sands to tackle mankind's greatest project. The blues and oranges did their share of the physical labor, but the main credit belongs to the brilliant administrators from Silverwing.
That's me.
At least, that's what you were told during the pre-departure briefing. Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
Stay at the window and watch the whirlwind until the landing.
The outlines of the landing site, blurred by clouds of dust, appear behind the greenish glass of the porthole. The capsule shudders as the braking devices engage.
Here.
Not now.
Fuck you.
Not now.
Fine.
Not now.
Why does no one want to talk to me?
Not now.
Fine, whatever. Well, there's too many people to try to like read all their stuff. Can barely hear him.
Come here.
Ugh.
Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve.
I was trying to eavesdrop.
A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
Yeah, I'll see what he's
You
pointing
raise
at.
the binoculars to your eyes.
Ominous.
Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
What am I looking at?
I don't know.
Ludovico laughs unnervingly and snatches the binoculars from your hands. With the binoculars raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus.
It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord, and not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me to make a proper observation.
Ask him what scientific analyst export department means.
The scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nuzzi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to Crystal Sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
Damn straight.
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
I should go.
Nuzzi looks from you to the capsule and to the... He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside.
Yeah.
And the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger.
The white mutters in fascination, eyes glued to his binoculars, which is fixed on the spinning whirl of clouds.
Mike, stop picking on him. Come on, you are insane. Okay, so I thought I was stuck. I'm gonna turn this game up a little bit. To like right there. Tuyen. No text for Tuyen. The young blue is closely studying a communication schematic in his Garrus. A bundle of wires is hanging from an open fuse box nearby. He smells strongly of cheap cigarettes. Shiny badge says Tuyen Yun, your communications engineer.
I'm all ears.
What are you doing? Trying to calculate the optimal route for telecommunication cables. These cables connect the entire dome. Here at Concord, they form a hub and run up to Spire. This cable is the only thing connecting the dome to civilization, and if it happens to break... Therefore, my mission is to ensure a stable connection to Secure Line. This is impossible without proper documentation. The way they're doing it here is a shame. A person could do time for that from where I'm from. I don't really want to read. Goodbye.
It was nice chatting.
Can I search this? I'm gonna rummage through the trash. Fuck yeah, dude. I got a tin can. Empty beer bottle? Dude, I'm gonna fucking roll. I don't want to buy anything. Dude, a mop? Disinfectant? Your blank soap? You wink at your reflection. Hell yeah, vigorous. Dude, yeah, self-confidence? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Monty James
Mr.
suitcase.
Rayhead, would you bring me a cup?
Bad review, Monty James. He's got a...
Hello.
How do you like the inside of the dome? You're not ready to answer that yet. Not enough time has passed for you to form a clear impression. My first impression is unfortunately not very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new recruits manifest. Can you imagine? I'll try to get you registered.
Bye-bye.
No problem, man.
Hello, come up to the desk.
A tall receptionist watches you from
Good.
behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. Noticing your silvery uniform, he offers up his best artificial smile.
Welcome. My name's Dean Rayhead. It's my job to help our new employees settle in. Please wait a moment or two while I register you.
The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Okay.
Rayhead produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhead, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues and...
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Yeah, what was that about obeying the law, though?
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Well, let's
Dean's
do it.
hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Pass him a note. I'll just dictate it.
You spell out your first and last names and specify your wing, profession, and test results. The administrator's fingers fly across the keyboard as he enters your information into the Cronus database. Rayhead scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784.
That's
You've
me.
been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Sure thing.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer. The administrator returns your Selectron.
So, colleague, you now have first-level clearance, which gives you access to the archives on the administrative level, the warehouses,
Yes.
and basically everywhere else except the secure facilities. You also have admin privileges at most terminals.
Admin privileges? Dude.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details or just the short version?
Perfect inside.
Rayhet snorts.
To make it short, get your uniform from storage, your weapons from the armory, pass the Psi abilities test, and complete your weapons training at the training zone. Then learn how to use the scanner, avoid anomalies, and properly catalog anything you observe. Last, go to the waiting room and wait for the bus to Magellan.
Dean sits back in his armchair.
That's it. I hope there aren't any questions.
Rayhet claps his hands in satisfaction.
Great.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
Thanks, man.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages. Well, that's all, I think.
Yeah, so about my buddy over there, though.
Dean looks up from his screen and gives...
Okay. Hey, man, sorry, I didn't know.
Mr. Rayhet? See ya.
Okay. It's time to be an asshole. Let's go. I am super bad at stealth. I thought he was gonna start seeing me like immediately. Yeah, I'm hoping to like unlock it though. I don't know how to lock the kit. Lock terminal. Register Monty James in Orange Wing. What a great prank! Do I? How much of a butthole? I'll log in as user. I'll log in as an admin. What's the news? Flaming ball floating above the laboratory workbench. She fears stand behind scientists. We cannot take out their faces. Article. Blah 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 blah. It's nothing like interesting. Classified. Oh, Curie executed. Flash on screen is placed by a message log. 2 days after I signed these tasks, I still have no data on the scope of the event. Neither did I receive a report from medical staff. My fault, Mr. Kingsley. The reports aren't ready yet, but the GP did inform me of something curious. This may not be the first time Expedition members have exhibited these symptoms. The ring? Yes. Zervosky calls it Halo Eye. We're still researching the psychological effects, but we do have some preliminary data. I want all employees to undergo a thorough examination. I expect to have that information on my desk by the end of the week. So... Okay. Okay. I'll just register him. I'm not gonna be an ass to him. Form for Silders has several extra fields. Apparently Cronus sees its managers as a special cast. Once you double check your input, you press send with the beep system, accepts the data and reaches you the main menu. Great. Hey, Monty, you're Orange Wing now. JK, I didn't do that to you. Tell Monty you added him to the database. Takes off spectacles, rest of them on cushion beside him, and envelops you in a big hug. Don't you fucking touch me! Orange Wing! I'm changing you. Changing you to Orange Wing. Thank you for such an impressive example of cooperation with a stranger. Perhaps the dome really is a special place.
I hope to see you again soon.
You're such a lazy... Some clothes, leaflet, and $15. Look at that. I've never helped him before. Never knew how.
Well, hello there.
Oh, I thought I was gonna. Who's admin? I can't go through.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Sydney.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sidney Maynard, storekeeper. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sidney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Ask him to issue your equipment.
Maynard adjusts his glasses in a businesslike manner.
And before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions.
I'm listening.
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly.
Cryogenic damage.
You may also freeze to death.
Heat
or
damage.
get fried.
All different types of damage.
That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill.
Will do.
Sidney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package. Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform.
Hell yeah.
A silver suit jacket with coal black shirt and dark trousers. Sidney studies the way the light reflects from the cloth as he lovingly smooths the jacket with one hand.
The Silver Wing uniform is fit for field conditions just in case. But something this fine, you should treat with care, you know.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Sidney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
Thank you. Look at that. Looking all like fancy. I just want to change something real quick. Maybe wear a narrator. Obviously, yeah, for sure. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? So I tab. It's just how I roll. Just my preference, you know.
Anything urgent, Mr. Kratchkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as Class 1 again, instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data. It says the relic is a scientific device.
Wait, but it's still Class 1. I'm not going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna, my dear, you may violate protocol as long as it benefits the company. Take your lead from your colleagues. Correct your report if you have to, and don't act so innocent.
Vladimir, I'm done. How do we mark it?
Class 2 fragile. Tell Noyan the relic should go out with today's flight.
Think about it. A Class 2 relic will mean a bigger payoff for the company, and that means a bonus in your wages. Categorizing it as Class 2 means access to state-sealed bids. I bet the Brits will buy it. They're always trying to one-up us.
All right, Mr. Krashkov. I'll correct my report.
Carl, add sealed bids to the market.
Classic corruption. Hey, man.
I'll complain to the Silvers about that.
An engineer in a bright blue jacket is tinkering with the door lock, cursing under his breath non-stop. Blowing a curly strand of hair off his forehead, he turns to you.
You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician. The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
Ask him whether he can open the door.
Penkovsky grunts angrily.
I wish I could. I'm gonna have to disassemble, clean, and reassemble it to get it working. It's work I don't need, and all thanks to some idiot.
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly.
I would absolutely love to learn how to
The
pick locks.
blue's getting excited.
All right, looky here.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy, no special skill required. They wear out after a few locks, while the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use, but one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
Perfect.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
Maxime hoists up his belt. The blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
What's wrong with the hat pods?
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made, warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Okay. Good.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then, apply it. Just don't forget to pick up your uniform and weapons. It'll be awkward for you if the door gets stuck again.
Fine. Hello.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko. The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I want my personal weapon.
Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see. This was your first receipt.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. Tkachenko returns a couple of minutes later, carrying something that looks more like a toy than a weapon. The weapon seems weightless as she spins it around her finger.
I ain't telling you shit about this thing, because that's exactly how much I know. Laser, schmazer, cadmium battery, fiberglass body, blah, 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 blah. You probably know more about it than I do. Here.
Set the firearm carefully with the barrel aimed downward, like you were trained.
Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick, yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
What are the drawbacks?
Sakachenko bites down on the stem of her pipe.
Are you kidding me? I'm a different breed. One that doesn't understand toy
Lame.
guns. What if it turns out to be radioactive? Sorry, but I can't help you out on this one.
What about servicing?
The Black regards the Andromeda suspiciously.
Fuck it. If it breaks, bring it back and I'll trade it in for another one. There was a little cloth in the box it came in for cleaning the lens. That's all I know.
Thank you.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Leaning over the counter, the Black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Fatherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless.
Of course.
But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces in disgust.
Look at my toy gun. 11 to 15 damage. It does look like a toy though. Like fucking look at that thing. Yeah, power cells. See 40. Okay, it's pretty decent. Let's go see the psychic. Andrew.
Well, you've got quite an aura.
A lean Silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you. As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andrei Mihai, Science Instructor, floats up as well.
I will show that I have skills as well.
You thrust your hand forward, and your outspread fingers emit barely visible sparks of energy. Pencils, paper clips, toothpicks, and pistachio shells dance chaotically in the air. The Silver sticks out his lower lip as if to say, not bad, and gives you a thumbs up. The objects clatter back onto the table.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
I'm ready.
The Silver props his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers.
Any adult.
He jerks his hand back at once, then touches you again, carefully and distrustfully.
Whoa. You know you've got one hell of a talent, huh? Slimy little bastard, you. You want to take my office, I know. But you sure got some power there.
I know. I'm a
the
genius.
Silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew, concentrates it.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
Show me a
It
trick.
doesn't take the psychic long to think of something. A small 2-com bond coin jumps up from the table and an invisible force folds it in half. The ruined coin drops into a glass already almost full of coins in the same state.
Show me a trick.
Mihai spreads his hands good-naturedly as if to say, you're welcome. The toothpicks on the table skitter around for a moment, arranging themselves into a curse word. The Silver laughs loudly at his joke. The cigar falls from his mouth to float in the air, ash flaking weightlessly from the tip.
Another
You
trick.
don't have to ask him twice. Mihai picks up a light bulb from the table, gripping the base in his hand. The filament begins to glow faintly. Soon enough, it comes to full heat and glows bright orange. In a little over a second, the bulb is shining with a steady white light.
Nice.
The silver laughs contentedly.
Geometric.
In reply, Andre jumps up from his armchair and thrusts his face close to yours, exhaling foul cigar smoke.
Quickly, think of a number, huh?
The unexpected question calls a bunch of different numbers to mind, but you can't seem to decide on one. The silver looks into your eyes.
3, 14, 13, 76.
He easily names every number you've got in mind.
Geometric.
Mihai shakes his head wearily.
No, enough tricks. I'm exhausted. Psionics is... it requires strength. Drains you. Remember that, huh?
Tell me about the origins.
Silver takes a pull at his cigar and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the dome remains. And this... psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, huh? Big psyche, you got talents. Small psyche, no talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Thanks, man. Here's my doodad. 0 to 14 range, crit mod 20%, jamming chance, none. Moderate sound, no reloading. 7 to 10 damage. Love it.
Welcome under the dome. An amazing excursion.
Hold on. Janitor, I'm stealing your, like, stuff. All of it. It's mine. Thanks.
Listen to this information, useful for all wings.
Let's
and receive
see,
a colorful leaflet.
she didn't want to talk to me. I tried. Norman Potter. Okay. His face brightens upon your arrival. Norman Potter is written on his badge. There's a plastic piece next to his badge. Violation of regulations. I'm reporting him.
Good day to you.
Hello, brother. Did you know that 2 out of 7 Kronos employees die violently? We House of Kindness activist wants to change that. Gives you his hand. He's sporting a couple of friendship bracelets. I'm more about murder. I know that for a fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the dome from the inside. With me,
Hello, Winston.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
Snap to attention and report that you're here for assignment. Want to receive instruction.
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
I'm prepared.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Okay.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
I'll salute and leave. This is just entering the program. Alright. Not in firing line. Where do I want to go? We'll move here. I want to swap out my weapon to this. I don't have enough action points, so we're just gonna wait. We'll keep my points for next round, hopefully. Hiya! Hiya! Can't shoot that. Bam. Hiya. Can I? No, I can't. I need to move like here. Or can I not use that? You're dead. I'm a champion. Winston.
Oh, what do you want?
Non-hydro weapon.
Bother me
Right,
not.
I forgot you have to like put it away.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee.
Thanks, man.
From the inside. See you
Bertha. This young dark-haired female guard's face bears a canny and slightly self-absorbed expression. Silver badge on the black man's chest says Bertha Hartman, guard.
Glad to meet you.
Hello, hello, listen, could you do me a favor? What? Keep an eye on Thurston for a couple minutes, I've gotta take care of something, please. Whatever.
And the air is as dry as a nun's gusset.
Hey, Thorsten.
Hello again.
What are you doing? Bertha bugged off, so I'm taking a break. How do you like it here? You and me, they brainwashed us with all those ads, it's all different from what they said. I don't like it here, I don't like it at all. Back downs at every opportunity, fines, lock up, and they assigned Bertha to me. She seems nice, but in fact she isn't. There were good folks here, but they sent them to work in the labs, can't even get in touch with them anymore. They want to go, but the term of the program says they can't refuse. Looks around. The administration invent all kinds of damned papers. Socialization tests, phrase books. Bertha hands out penalty points at the slightest pretext. You know, if I could go back in time, I would fucking never, ever go under the dome. Got any advice? What advice I could give? Okay, as long as Bertha's listening, I'll tell you everything, warts and all. There were obviously good intentions behind all this. I still believe we had a chance to get along, all of us, if this place wasn't the way it is. Something is happening. My gut tells me about these things. We're on the edge of something very frightening. Too much digging, too much shovel swinging. Something's gonna happen soon. Things will become even worse than they are now. One piece of advice, yeah, find the people you're going to hold on to with everything goes to hell. Before you go. Used to be an electrician once. They say if you pass all the soup tests, you can get moved to Blue Wing. That's all I want. You're a silver warrior. You're familiar with the system, so what do you think? Is it worth a try? Tell them, yeah, give it a shot, man. Really, then I'll truly give it a shot.
Queen. This is
Hey, Bertha.
And I was starting to get bored.
Do you like your job? Yes, of course. You're on stimulators, she's on drugs. Those are vitamins. Observe that she seems to get along well with the oranges. Ask her what her secret is. I was going to say it's just a humane attitude and avoiding violence. And a lot of fines. Keep on yapping, there's going to be even more.
I hope to see you again soon.
Well, good talking, people.
Hospitable wilderness, you'll say, and I fully agree with you.
Let's talk to this person, Sebastian.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Olden. He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
Greet him and say you're here for the briefing.
The scientist puts the clipboard aside, raises his watch for a closer look, and sets the timer. He shows you his watch dial.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything
Yes, I am.
that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
Bolts.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
That's what these knowledge points are and what the difference is between the two kinds.
The White scowls in annoyance.
Do you know anything at all? What did you come under the dome for anyway?
Boy, I will murder you.
Get knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive Forefather points. Scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Kronos knowledge points.
He explains with a sagacious expression.
You can exchange knowledge points for medication and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Are you ready for the next part? The clock is ticking.
The instructor taps his watch meaningfully.
Ask for a list of useful medications for researching anomalies.
You'll need some one-use stimulator injectors, bandages to stop bleeding, and anti-radiation agents and radio protectors, including ARAD-3.
The White ticks these off on his fingers. He produces a black-capped, transparent plastic jar out of his pocket.
According to protocol, you should have this medicine. I'll give it to you as soon as we proceed to the practical part of the briefing. Are you ready, by the way, or do you have any questions?
No, I don't want to talk
anymore. The scientist glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
He rests one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your ARAD-3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
I fully agree with you, but what if I told you that in a year you'll be lying by a swimming pool, sipping a margarita right on this spot? Sounds like a sci-fi story. But we aren't strangers to sci-fi here.
An amazing excursion to a world of new.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
Nope.
Van Olden gestures back at the...
Oh, I'm supposed to do this first. 9. Resistance. Okay. I need a shovel.
Be careful around the anomalies. Touch one of them and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it. Journal entry. A successful scanning attempt.
Huh.
You're doing all right so far.
Oh yeah. Ah, radiation. Oh yeah. I missed. Why? Suspect something, bro. Shut up.
Journal entry. 2 objects scanned. And again, watch out for anomalies. Touch one and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge. Journal entry.
Never.
All 3 objects have been successful. Upstairs, employee.
Did I do good? Are you proud of me?
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time.
I'll wait until he
The
says something.
scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared? I'd like to hear your opinion.
Don't really want to say that, so I don't know.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies. So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the eco-zone.
The truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomenon that toy with the human mind.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna talk to George. Not you, George. You're a cat. Crazy. His nose means goes covered with multicolor stains and paint splotches, even his badge reading George Stearns' blood with something pink.
Hi there.
He's just gonna tell me about points. I don't really care. Do 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 do.
Make it quick.
Catch me at the crime scene of me assaulting him. You want to fight? Go to the ring. Fight. He was being a dick. I'm just here to, like, LOL, you know? Stops. Oh god, he's tranquilizing me! My game froze. Help. Help. My game! Well, I'm waiting for it to properly crash now. There it is. Let's fucking bring that back up. Hold on. Is that free DLC? It is not. $5? Portrait pack? Alright. LOL. Get it. You're crazy if you think I'm not gonna do the exact same fucking thing again. Oh! Or... I got a plan. I got a plan.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better
Watch
place.
this. Watch this.
World a better place.
Wrong target? What do you mean wrong target? I'm trying to assault him.
Speak quickly.
Fuck! Fight.
Colleagues, help! A scientist is being murdered.
Oh, they're calling reinforcements. They are calling reinforcements. As long as I get him, I'll be fine. Ow. 305 experience. And then I hide behind this.
Come here, you dog shit.
Hey! I burned to death. That's fine. He was just being rude. I just wanted to put him in his place real quick. You guys understand. I hope our scientist is being murdered.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
Welcome to the Dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the
I think I leveled up.
ancient civilization.
Level 2, alright. I put 10 into this. Sorry, cycle of ability, electromagnetic. Machines, psychic, pyrokinetic is equal to 1 plus 10%. Target's max HP. I mean, I guess. Technically, shouldn't I have... Oh. There we go. I might as well get that going too. Ignites the fire for 3 rounds. Wow, okay, I like that. Dark gun. I don't have a dark gun. Penetrator. Flamethrower. Okay. Contraptions. Switches. Weapons. Doesn't deal damage. Uzi nuclear explosives. No science. What do I need for this? It's just better for me, like. Oh yeah, I should see what I want here. Fortune resilience is 25 if I max out psionics. How many points? I put like 4 into there, so I get 22. Level up then. Oh man, starting AP, save. Deafness and fortune. Try to keep that in mind for the future. Tech. Yeah, there we go. Repairing weapons. I should be able to do that. Science. Fortitude and resilience. Base is 7. Plus deafness minus 6 plus fortune minus 6. Divide by 2. It's like, wow. Not great. I don't use melee weapons. I guess I'll just stick with the psionics. Right. So now I got a couple more options for stuff. All targets in a circular area with a radius of 2.5 meters, causing sonic pressure for 3 rounds, dealing damage. Health each round. Alright.
Listen to this information, useful for all wings,
No.
and receive a colorful leaflet.
You're Milo. Hello. Sawakbai pokes you at your elbow with a pointed finger, causing you to stop.
Good day to you.
I'll hear him out. You've come under the dome and for what? Earning peanuts? Haven't you ever won more? I'm disappointed. I want more money. I got an offer you from my friend. Are you ready? Well, are you? Of course you are. You said yes, right? Silverhand throws up his hands and papers fly in all directions. The ball's gone off of his bench. Digs through the papers. Okay, you ready? Let's say there's a certain product, product X. The value of this product never drops, always goes up. All I have to do is find a buyer who's ready to pay for product X. Do you see, buddy? Product X. You sell it at a profit, they sell it to their buyers at a profit. What's that? This is a pyramid scheme. What the? Asking about product X. Asking where he gets it. I need more details. Asking what profit people who can't sell a product make.
Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
I'll paint my logo in picture. Join my fucking scam, my guy. So something yours, you easily convince Randall he would be better off joining your system so you can discover new, virtually limitless markets in which to sell Product X. Mesmerized by your promise, Smile Ghost eventually passes you the money. Yes, you're right, my friend. It's a brilliant idea. So who will I be? An iron level Concord distributor with diamonds and oak leaf clusters? Sounds great. And what about my system? We could each make each other rich.
It was
Welcome
nice
onto
chatting.
The Dome, an amazing
Thanks, man.
excursion to a world of new technology and the
Ed,
riddles of
spit it
ancient
out.
civilization.
I can see that something's bothering you.
Well, it's a bit of a private matter, you see.
God. Come on already.
We can't just hand Miss Silver, see? She's unique among relics.
Ed, we already discussed this. The relic's effect is well known. It's nothing but semantic imitation. I wrote you about it, remember?
I know. Well, there's something else. She's rational. No, really. I've talked with her for hours.
Damn it, Ed. The relic doesn't speak. It's some kind of subliminal wave field messing with your head. It's you having both sides of the conversation with Norway. It's all inside your head. You're imagining that it's rational. That's it. We've gone through all that.
He's crazy.
Doctor, what if it's the other way around? What if she made you believe she's not rational?
Eddie!
But you can't exclude the possibility, can you?
Classic Eddie. I need a shovel. Think I can buy a shovel from that guy? Try to buy a shovel from that guy.
An amazing excursion to a world of new technology
Where...
and the riddles of an ancient civilization.
In case of damage,
Hey, what's over here? I missed a spot. Smithing workbench? Who wants me to go all the way around?
Hey, you're at it again, asshole.
Okay, you got me, Butch. Old habits. You know that.
Shall we continue?
Continue my ass. Read deal. Everyone gets 3 bolts.
Hey, come on now. Start over. He only did it once.
No, Butch is right. I ain't gonna argue with him.
Cuss you ain't, you slime ball. If I find out you cheated, your mama won't ever see you again.
None of our mothers will ever see any of us again. Damned dome. I'm all right. I'm dealing.
We'll see what happens. Get back to fucking work! Well, you've interrupted some kind of a game. 300's freeze, arms are stretched, staring at you perplexedly. What are you guys playing? One of the gamblers studies your jumpsuit apparently from the corner of his eye. I know, boss. No gambling here. We all know, don't we, that games are prohibited. That's the rule. What we've got here is a wager. We're wagering whether or not this Hulk can spit as far as the basin. Tell them you won't inform their spheres if they explain what it is they're playing. Alright. We're kind of playing Bolts. Game legit. You see, cards are prohibited. If they find you the cards, you get locked up for a couple weeks. Game's totally safe. Explain the rules. I lied. I don't care about the rules. I lied. Goodbye.
I hope to see you again soon.
Hello, Merrick.
Why are you bugging me?
You clap him on the shoulder, but he just hisses in your direction without looking. Abbott, please. It's not funny anymore. You need help?
Good day.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I mistook you for my idiot coworker. Help you say I'm up for it. I'm up for. Period. Know how to use a scanner and take inventory? Splendid. There are 6 relics inside the cases on this table. Scan them and write the data in the notebook. It's on the same table. Sure. Thank you. We only met 2 minutes ago and you're already better than Abbott. Amazing.
Bye-bye. Be kind. Please, don't touch this. It's mine.
Oh, you want me to scan it? There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
please handle relics carefully. In case of damage,
Wom, wom, wom. It just brings out my gun. I don't think there's any shortcut for these. I already know what I'm gonna do. Relic shards, $400. That was my only one. Any more? Should I just keep it?
Robbed again. What kind of folks would do this? Why are you bugging me? Bye-bye.
That's why I saved. I'm always about save scumming. Remember that. Always do it. Every time you get the chance. Well, this time I also got relic dust.
Robbed again. What kind of folks would do this?
He's stuck. He'll never find me, because he can't move. Like, come back from over here, can I just pretend that, like, it wasn't...
Why are you bugging me?
Okay, see, he'll just know. Fine, fine, I won't do that to him. If I can't get away with it, you know, it's not clean, you know. Hey man, did all your fucking work for you. Discuss it.
Hello again.
Done. Excellent work, I'm surprised even. I'm not accustomed to people who actually do what they're told. Thanks for your help.
Come back again.
I'm a nice guy. What can I say? I'm stealing your stuff from... I'm taking your gun brush. I'm taking everything from these crates. Oh, dude, 5 fucking power cells? Hell yeah, dude. I keep pressing tab because I'm trying to like highlight, but that's not what it does. Can you use your terminal? You can change your personnel data, attention technology. So it's like a respect kind of thing, huh? I'm gonna make a shiv. Well, I mean, I can't. I don't have scissors or duct tape, but I know how. I'm aware. Standard pistol round. Is it just one? One? Is it just one bullet? All right, you know, High capacity power cell, plastics. Plastics. Plastics go into my power cell. Alright, whatever. Hey, Nelson! I'm gonna be saving a lot. An impassive man, his long gray hairs in a bun, smokes a cigarette, chopping ash on his boots from time to time. Headphones hanging on his neck, produce some metal music.
Howdy.
Burial manager. Alright, feeling good, eh? It's a professional interest, haha. What are you doing here? Pat's the box. Prepared these guys. What are the boxes for? Bosco, what do you think? Shay, Bosca, then coffins. These are the best coffins I've ever seen. Here, look at that, people. Lying down in a coffin is an all-white idea. Sat down in a coffin and observed it was really comfortable. Told you, I'm gonna go fetch me coffee. Don't fall asleep. Coffee, right over the guard, okay? Okay, I've stepped into the fucking box. I've just gone inside a coffin. Sleeping here must be really comfortable. We can't see why a coffin should be soundproof. Open the lid and climb out. Doesn't move. Remember hearing a metallic click when the coffin closed. Must have been latches that Blue was talking about. Look for inside catch that might open the coffin. Unfortunately, bang on the lid and cry for help. No one comes. Coffin is soundproof after all, which means that not only can you hear nothing from the outside, but they can't hear you either. Suddenly you feel the coffin being raised up and almost immediately placed on something solid. Judging by the light vibrations and bumps, you are being transported somewhere. Soon the bumps stop and you feel the coffin being shifted again. A few seconds later, you sense heat. A square of crimson light is going even ever stronger before your eyes. It's the metal screen covering the coffin's window, incandescent. You scream as loud as you can, but nobody hears you. I died. But I got an achievement. Get inside a coffin and die in the crematorium oven. What a way to go. Hey Nelson, so about your coffins.
Hello.
Lie down on yourself first. Lock. I leave. Stand aside, waiting to see what will happen next. See the truck arrives and several owners drag the coffins to a bed. Truck leaves. I wave my hand and leave. That's what he fucking gets for locking me in. Son of a bitch. Thinks he can kill me? Nah. Should have known I can travel in time. I've got the chim.
Hey you, yeah you dumbass, I'm talking to you. Quit staring and get over here, I'm talking business.
I'm here. What's up? I am saving it. I've left him to his fate. Before you see a large hairy orange with funny round little glasses. He has a pack of fish snacks in his hand and he dips fingers in it, carefully fishing small pieces out. Derek Gilmore, little loader, says the badge.
Come on, don't be shy.
He sails his glasses just a little quickly around, then he puts an arm around his shoulders and pulls you to him. Long story short, kitten, I have one offer, a business offer. You smell what I'm cooking? Don't call me kitten. Ever in your fucking life. Okay, here's the thing. You see the small hall? You do see the hall behind my back? I've just returned from there, from shipping. I've been moving some crates. They weren't sealed for transit yet, so I checked a few of them out. Looky. There are relics inside. I thought they were rubbish at first, but no. These are solid relics. Category 2. Hold on. He scoops a handful of orange-dyed crumbled something out of his pack and puts it in his mouth. Anyways, I can't get to those crates. There's our guards in there now, but you look like the sort who easily blends in. Would you Sneak in like a ninja and grab something that's laying about. Don't forget about me, of course. Fresh out, sons of bitches. Oh, he's looking for snacks. The main thing you should remember is to go quietly. Stealth. Don't get caught on camera and don't let the guards see you. It's gonna be okay. I'm in. Way to go, kitten.
Bye-bye.
Fuck this guy. I've actually got a large radius for not being insane. I think that storm's getting worse. It's all like shaky. Locked. Someone's coming! Like dust, like shards. Take it all. Whistles. I'm gonna hide behind this. Attention all employees, clear the landing zone. Attention, attention. He's coming. Alright. Oh, that'll say.
Landing zone is clear. No idiots. Over.
Copy, Ketch. Launching the cargo pod. Call the workers.
Black moves on, oblivious to your head spot by the pile of boxes. Halo pod releases its brakes, right then slid on the edge of the glass tube, stops directly across from you. The doors open with a hospitable hiss. Enter the pod and return to the spire. They've already told me that leaving, well, like once you get to the dome, if you try to leave, you die. I'll stay. Maybe I'll talk about the dome's impenetrable border is nothing but a scary tale to keep employees on site. Risking your life to verify this theory is not on your agenda. The workers who load the pod will be here any moment, so you exit the cargo zone in a hurry. Can I break it? Okay. I know he's waiting for me to talk to him. To share the spoils, as it were. But, you called me kitten like twice. So, sorry. I'm not helping you. Alright. Now we go over here. Should I talk to Leslie? Sure, whatever.
Hello.
Scaring a stack of lost leaflets. But she pounces on you. Whoa, ooh, woo. What is this? Welcome to the dome, colleague. I have useful information for every employee from our wing. Name is Leticia Rivera. Give me 5 minutes of your precious time, and I'll tell you about the remarkable career opportunities, breathtaking perspectives awaiting you under the dome. Don't put down this important. Oh, I'll listen. Look at that smile. She's level 2. She's got 38 hit points. I could definitely kill her. I could take her down. Okay, I'll tell you how Cronus will change your life. I regret this immediately. She looks at me expectantly. Influence 30. Note that our speech was good, but you know how to improve it. I'll be thankful for any feedback or remarks regarding my work. In written form, of course. You want to leave feedback, don't you? Say no and explain what's wrong with the speech. Explaining in a few words that person who's just arrived on Dome might feel a bit lost, and that promotional text needs to be presented in such a way that jives the listener's expectations. Once she's targeted those expectations, she should create the need for a solution and only then propose that solution to the listener. Reverse listens avidly as you talk. I'm a bit lost. Expectations, solutions. I suppose I get the gist. She finally seems to get a stroke of insight. She nods confidently but literally. Yes, exactly. They don't know how to solve their problems while I do, so that's why my seat should be about. Thank you. Cheer her up by bellowing, "Who's the best employee? You're the best employee," and leave. Wait, are you leaving already? It just occurred to me. If you're honestly interested in the speech, maybe you'd like to look through the leaflet, the dome as your new home, and excite a real entire family. I'll take it. It's free stuff. I can sell it for like a penny. Take the walkthrough leaflet with a colorful picture on the cover. I can't actually find all these things in the dome, though the picture is beautiful. I'm only taking one. Goodbye.
Wow, variable wavelength. Maybe it's a reaction to the scanner?
Employee, please come here. There's an urgent task for you.
Darren! What? Secret. Forgotten case with papers? It's mine now. Report on official form neatly filled in by a firm hand. Judged by the stamp signature, it's been certified by top Blackwing official. Uh-oh. Active circle. I know. Fucking yoink.
Well, hello there.
Employee bearing badgering Darren. Prove my current. What's your clearance level? What are you talking about? I see you're new here. I'll explain. Silverwing has its own internal hierarchy. The principal officers have unlimited access to any zone, even the most classified objects. Ironically, though, most of them are located in Crystal Sands or on the Spire.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. There's no way I can fucking break in. Yuki!
Oh, good day.
Hi, 3 exclamation points. I can already tell she's gonna be annoying. Rainbow hair. Second, level 4. Oh, I could take her. 88 health. I could take her. Young woman with a very creative dye job brings her spontaneous could cheer down on you like a sledgehammer. Hello. I'm Yuki. I'm the most awesome techie here. I'm also fast and strong. Watch this. She smacks the table with some kind of tool, leaving a significant dent. Why, Yuki? Yuki, why? I'm impressed. Smiles widely, throwing a lock of hair around her finger. Then she addresses you in a conspiratorial whisper. You know why they transferred me closer to the administration and science lab, even though I'm a blue and supposed to work on the mechanical floor? You're just so smart. Yuki reacts to Joy's surprise. Hey, that's exactly right. But they don't let me do anything. There's an awkward pause. We stand here, staring at each other. Well, she's looking around. I'm staring directly into her eyes, waiting for her to say anything else after that. Anything. I walk away.
It was nice chatting.
Hello, Adolf.
Good day.
I'll call you Schmitz. Adolf's a kind of cursed name, apparently. Tall blonde man. In his 40s, he mechanically touches the brim of his black hat and extends his hand for a shake. His fingers are rock hard and both hands as soon as he touches it. Badges rims. Let's transfer you to Adolf Schmitz, head of security. Schmitz is studying you back disapprovingly, it seems. He wipes a bit of lint off his shoulder and adjusts the collar of your jumpsuit. Your uniform could use a wash badly. I've had this. Checks time. For like an hour. Get off my back. I'm Adolf Schmitz, head of security service. You're to be sent to Magellan. Yep, but there was a change of circumstances. Answer the door. We've got an urgent order for you. Your help's needed at a nearby object. Mr. Kingsley is waiting right now to give you an assignment. He'll tell you everything himself. Adolf steps aside, got on your boots, he shakes his head morosely. That's why he needs you, not the other silver that arrived with you. Looks you amused. Our other Silvers say that's strange. There weren't any other Silverwing personnel in the new arrival list. It must be a documentation problem. Sure, man. Anything in here I can loot? Click. Love it. Video phone. Okay. Who's calling me?
The giant display glows
I missed you, man.
welcomingly
I missed
when
you.
Approach. A red light comes on under the screen's steel hood. The camera is switched on. A gray old man with high cheekbones appears and
Where did I
squints
put my
out at
package?
you from the
It's been
screen.
delivered.
Do you copy?
Yes. Be right back. I need to pick up my mail before someone steals it. Excellent. It was definitely still there. Kind of forgot I was waiting for it. Sometimes, man, you're lucky. The local meth head doesn't fucking steal your shit before you get to it. It's great.
He leans close to the camera, his glasses glittering.
My name is Martin Kingsley.
Hello.
I'm Chief Officer of Magellan Base. We were supposed to meet in person, but unforeseen circumstances prevented that. One moment. I'll grab your file.
He reaches for something out of view and produces a thin folder with your name on the
thin
cover.
folder?
Apparently, your file.
Should be thick.
Kingsley opens the folder to thumb through the pages. He marks one of the pages with a pencil.
Silverwing. Colleague, I'll be honest with you. It's crucial for me to know my managers. So I'm asking you straight. Why did you choose a career in our division?
Answer that you're interested in auspicious projects and challenging tasks.
The administrator jots down a word or two.
All right. I put that down.
He sounds as formal as you.
Cool.
Kingsley closes the file and folds his hands in front of him.
Thank you for your reply. I learned a little more about you. Now I want you to learn a little bit more about us. Keep in mind, this is not a rehearsed speech.
He assumes a serious expression.
When the dome was discovered in 1971, it became a scientific and media sensation, a worldwide phenomenon, and likely the most significant discovery in the history of mankind.
Kingsley drums his fingers on the unseen desk, his gaze focused somewhere beyond.
I see. You were enticed here by radio advertising, telefilms, and all those interviews, billboards at every turn. Cronus wants the world to see the dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. But now that you're actually here, I want you to see the real picture.
You can't make out his eyes behind the glare on his spectacles, but he seems to be staring directly at you.
Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the dome. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing now is defusing the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. If we work together and everybody does their part.
He looks back at your file.
I say, do what must be done. Because that's what the concept of the 5 wings is all about.
Kingsley points at the camera.
You're from Silverwing. Special requirements are imposed upon you. You must direct others whilst having no real power.
I don't have power.
You must provide an illusion of might and well-being, and be honest and wise enough to reconcile your actions with your conscience. No matter that one clashes directly with the other.
Putting the folder aside, he sits back and stares at you in silence. It gets so quiet that the ticking of a clock can be heard through the speakers.
Guess we just stare at each other.
Kingsley sighs quietly.
You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I prefer to talk about real-world problems. Glad to meet you.
Say that so are you.
Martin nods slowly.
I apologize once again for this long-distance meeting. Now, as we don't have much time, I'd like to get to the point. I'm sure you're curious why you were taking off the bus to Magellan and brought here instead.
He moves closer to the camera.
I'm going to show you a short video. Please pay attention.
Kingsley's face freezes on screen.
I have an urgent mission for an employee of your background and qualifications. I'd have assigned someone from Magellan, but I'm short on personnel. That's why it has to be a newcomer. I apologize again for the rush, but it seems I have no choice.
Martin noisily clears his throat.
Maybe you've heard about Nashville Base.
No.
While preparing the materials for this mission, I came across a short documentary film about the complex. I think you should watch it.
The speakers produce a hollow click. Purple, gray, and black spots flicker on the screen. A blurred title, The Cronus Archive 1971 to 1974, was used in the production of this recording, appears at the bottom. The shadow of an airplane flies across a faded yellow desert. A cheery voice fills the room. Every day, our researchers uncover more and more of the dome's secrets. There is no doubt the underground structures, so-called objects, are organized according to some pattern. Though early on, the importance of the relics to scientific research was considered insignificant. The desert dims into the black of a chalkboard. White lines drawn by an invisible hand begin to sketch a schematic of the dome. The narrator continues. By 1972, however...
Oh, wait until Nashville is mentioned.
You're not really interested in the movie. Instead, you eye the austere interior of the guard room, the switches on the panel, and the dusty window facing out on a well-lit storage area. Not far from the staircase, an orange tractor truck is standing amidst the shelves and containers. It must be the one from Magellan Station. Catching the word Nashville, you turn back to the screen. The speaker's voice seems to come from a distance. In November of 1973, a massive network of underground caves and a structure of hitherto unseen complexity was discovered in Sector C-12. Soon afterwards, the construction of C-12 Nashville began. The camera glides through dim caverns as the silhouettes of bizarre mechanisms emerge. Metal structures loom up from the dark, surrounded by earth-moving machines and exhausted miners wearing orange jumpsuits. The speaker continues. C-12 Nashville is an innovative research complex located atop the primary relic mining location. The complexity of this object is unique. Communications... The film abruptly cuts out, and Kingsley's face reappears.
The rest of this information is classified. Hopefully you get the main idea. Nashville is a very special place, requiring people with both special qualifications and special clearance level, though yours will do for your task.
Why is Nashville so special?
The chief officer bends threateningly close to the camera.
I thought I made myself clear.
You suck.
That information is classified.
I want to know. What's my task?
Kingsley lowers his eyes and flips through some documents.
Only the
Who's on my team?
The rest of the group has already departed. I'll tell you everything you need to know, don't worry.
What's my task?
Martin adjusts his glasses.
So, the task. Nashville Base stopped transmitting and receiving signals yesterday evening. A reconnaissance group was sent out earlier today, but we haven't heard anything from them yet either.
The chief officer rubs his forehead.
Normally, I would never give this task to a newcomer like yourself, but I just don't have enough people.
He looks down at the documents again.
Furthermore, the group was lacking someone with your specialization. I thought the mission would be quite straightforward and didn't send any administrative personnel. Now I suspect the Nashville situation may be much more complicated.
Kingsley is looking into the camera once more.
Your task is to get to Nashville, figure out whatever's behind the communication problem, get in touch with the group, and work with them to solve the problem.
The chief officer carefully returns the documents to the folder. You notice his hands tremble slightly.
Go downstairs. The truck must be waiting for you in storage. This task is urgent, but a small delay is acceptable if there's anything you need to settle here first. That is all. Any questions?
No questions, I'm ready to get started.
Kingsley's hand reaches toward the camera.
Great to hear. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later.
Actually, I do have a question. What's so special about Nashville? He hung up. Alright. Oh man, hey, get off. You hanging out in the room?
Something? Bye-bye.
Could break in over here. But let's not do that. Don't worry guys, we're 2 hours in and we're still in the tutorial area. Truck. Search boxes. What is this? Personal teleporter. Hell yeah, dude. Locked. Here. Kick it. Kick it. Yeah. Nothing. Wow. Who locks an empty box? It's absurd. Polemic ore. I think I needed this ore to make some sort of bullet. Jupiter moon car. I don't know how to drive. Look on the windows. You look inside. What smells? Power steering. Driver side mirror. Look back seat. Dashboard. Glove current. Start the engine. I don't know how to drive. Technically, it shouldn't be illegal for me to leave. I'm not like a prisoner.
I'm all ears.
Stealing a car might be, but I don't know. They might have special laws down here.
How can I help?
Maybe I'll listen to your coworkers after. Who cares that I've got no papers? Well, my bad. Shit happens. What am I gonna do now? Go back? Just so you know, there's another storm out there. It's no use. Bringing you sent out on the road too, to Nashville. Real terror is apparent on Todd's sunburned face. To where in Nashville? In this weather? I tell you, they must have gone completely. But there's no point in this. Papers are more important than people, see? He awkwardly claps you on the shoulder, and leans in closer and whispers, "Take care of yourself on the road. Storm storm's not for nothing. A dome storm is not for nothing. Another thing, well, Nashville, take care too. There are rumors."
See ya.
Hey man, do you mind if I take this box? I'm just gonna... Agent... Right. Brooms.
Good day.
Tall and beefy, silver's putting on scare. Trying to remember your face. Here on the first floor of Concord are restricted areas requiring special permission. Please leave the area. His hand points to a sign plate on the wall.
Bye-bye.
Why do I keep pressing tab? Fuck. I'm opening this. $10. Fuck it, dude. Another level up yet? No. Truck's covered with desert dust and his engine is still burning hot. Feels like the car has come a long way before it got here. You put your hand on top of it and almost imperceptible noise like the rustle of the ocean fills your head. A slight tingling sensation occurs on the tips of the fingers as if from a weak current. Excuse me? Excuse me, what? Craft something fire post. Yes, I would like to make an airgun powerlet. Dead insect on trailer. With a huge disgusting dead insect lying on the cargo trailer, most closely resembles an ordinary cockroach. Yellow, hemothin Flows among the tarpaulins, folds, mixed with acid, leaving bleach stains up close. I'll scan it. Green Race subservience for Wilder Phase is a new entry near Harris. Silver emerges from his black uniform Dusty. Noticing you changes direction and wants to makes to leave, whistling to himself. Hey! Hey! Don't you fucking walk away from me! Yes, Administrator. Fucking. I don't like any of these options. Ask him angrily why the cockroach is still here in the truck blocking the loading zone. Ask whether a report on the field task is ready. Demand a report on the spent ammunition and weapons and equipment operation from the mission. Demand that he submits a request to transport the dead insect to the scientific complex. For a laugh, ask the soldier whether he filled out form number 27. Ask whether a report on the field task is ready. Yeah. Yes, I mean, it's in process. Sophie's writing it. She's good with paperwork. Why is there a cockroach still there in the truck blocking the loading zone? I apologize. The route sheet has been submitted for approval. The chief security officer hasn't authorized it yet. Good day. He didn't like me fucking demanding shit. I'm allowed back here, though. Oh. I'm in! Earl,
what do you need? Get out.
Where's Silverwing?
Whatever, I didn't want to loot that area anyway. Hey man, what the fuck's going on with your truck? I touched it and like, nice okay, chat. He doesn't care. -5 though. Ooh, hog. Green light and loader dashboard indicates that the vehicle is working ready for a ride. Can't drive it. Think can't inspect. I'll honk. Heh. No one's stopping me. Let's go. Orange crawler tractor truck is waiting at gate 3. Vehicle's number has been scrubbed off by the desert wind and sand. This must be the transport Kingley spoke of. Driver's side door is half open. A young woman is sitting sideways in the driver's seat, legs hanging out.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Clara Morgan, and you're the novice going to Nashville, right? What's your name? How do you feel? Do you mind if I smoke in the car? Your handshake is surprisingly firm. Clara smells of soap, some fragrance, and slightly of gasoline. I am in love. What do you know about Nashville? Blue, just the crucifix hanging around her neck. It's a miracle from the Lord. A lot of rare relics have been coming out of Nashville recently. It's like a modern El Dorado. You know what El Dorado is, don't you? El Dorado is, yes, I've seen the movie, alright? The Road to El Dorado. Like, I know all about it. Tulio, etc., you know. I rambles on for some time about the huge cave under Nashville and the hundreds of relics pouring out every week. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Climb to the cabin, plunk yourself down on the passenger seat. The truck seems bigger on the inside, and when Rosario is hanging from the driver's mirror, the radio murmurs quietly. Lean back in the chair. Where we going then? We'd probably go now. The roads are bad, very little asphalt, dirt tracks mostly. God willing, we'll get there before a storm hits. Mind if I turn the radio up a bit? Do you like music? Blues? Gospel? I, for instance, like... I couldn't hear over the engine.
See ya.
Just checking. Wait, what is that? What is that? Ah, okay. Let's look at my achievements. Which I don't have a lot.
The highway leading to C-12 Nashville is blocked by an anomalous storm, and you're forced to detour over a mountain pass. Soon, the radiator boils over, and you have to stop. Clara lifts up the hood and thoroughly examines the steaming radiator.
The engine's boiling, so we'll have to wait. You do know what happens when a car boils, right? It's...
The Blue shuts her mouth abruptly and stares anxiously at the dark funnel cloud dancing on the horizon. Now that you're on higher ground, it's clear that the storm has overtaken a fairly large section of road. It will be difficult to pass.
Ask her what you should do next.
The Blue looks at the engine again.
We wait. As soon as it cools down, we'll go. This storm worries me more, but it's not an insurmountable problem. I heard there are some relics at the local gas station that protect against anomalies. You could even accidentally step on one out here, they say. Mysterious are the ways of the Lord.
I know what's interesting about this gas
Morgan
station.
thinks for a moment.
It's a combination cafe gas station called Roadside Picnic. Never been there myself, but there's something off about it. There are several anomalies around there and weird relics. Supposedly, machines and structures decay much faster than they should in that area. But maybe that's just a story.
Ask about anomaly storms like this
The
one.
Blue looks at the storm once more.
There have been more and more of these lately, and they're getting stronger. I personally think it's divine judgment for how we've squandered the riches under the dome.
She sighs and squirms.
I knew people who got caught in one of those storms. They blow up so fast, there's no chance to get away. God rest their souls.
The Blue makes the sign of the cross.
Alright, I'm gonna go check out that gas station. Let's save. Let's save. Let's save. Alright. We got like real life stuff to do. So I'm gonna pick this up either when that's all done or some other day. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Who knows with how I roll. But thanks for joining me. Hope y'all had a good time. And take care of yourselves. See ya.